I thought I'd do something a little different besides my usual crap game videos and do a little something in the real world. Come out here in the garage and show a little bit of my handiness, give y'all some ideas. Like a lot of people, me and my wife do all our gaming and whatnot in the living room, which makes it kind of difficult when you don't have a desk for the keyboard and everything. So we went ahead on the internet and got one of these cheap little keyboard stands, which, with same as you expect from pretty much everything you buy offline these days, just complete garbage. You know, built as cheap as can be by people who don't care. Had legs on it, all nice and adjustable, which you never use the adjustment anyhow. But of course, the legs being made out of recycled water bottles just snapped to pieces. So it ended up being basically a cheap little lap desk. Mouse pad over there with the Velcro, because we use a trackball instead of a mouse. It's a lot easier sitting on a couch with a trackball. But the stand did not inspire confidence being cantilevered off like that, so you couldn't really rest your hand on the trackball. So your elbow gets sore after a little while trying to keep from snapping the stand to pieces. And we spent some time looking around, researching, trying to find a suitable replacement, and of course everything else is made by the same drunks that made this. Not worth a damn. I said, well, why spend another 20 bucks on some piece of garbage like this? I can spend 20 bucks and make my own piece of garbage. Well, that was loud. So I went back to the good old big box store and made my own $20 piece of garbage. Which, funny to have a $200 keyboard strapped to a piece of wood, but there you go. And that's all that is a regular piece of wood. Like, they sell them for shelving or maybe a tabletop, something along those lines. Got it with a little bit extra room because we're going to take and put Velcro tabs up here. That's what's holding the keyboard on. So we can hold the remotes for the TV and the Blu-ray player, that sort of thing. And, you know, nothing fancy. My name's not Norm Abrams, so it don't look pretty. Doesn't need to look pretty. Wife's gonna take her artistic skills and paint it, make it look pretty as a piece of wood can look, I guess. That'll be entertaining. My wife has a sense of humor. The stand for the trackball is definitely what you would call overkill. That's a regular L bracket like you'd use to put on a good sized shelf or maybe some sort of fence application, whatever. Very heavy duty, for this application at least. I had to cut down the upper leg to make it fit right. Then a few other bits and bobs, smaller L brackets, nice threaded knob, wing nut on the other side so that I can adjust the angle of this, which turns out to not necessarily have been the best way of going about that, because we don't really adjust it. It kind of stays at that one same angle and height. So I don't know, maybe if I was doing it again I'd use just like a hinge and some way of adjusting the angle and the height to hold it where I wanted it. Or maybe even just find an angle that worked decent enough and cut an angled piece of wood to hold it there. So it wasn't adjustable at all. But overall, for the same money as we paid for that overseas garbage, this is actually a lot more comfortable, a lot more durable, and, well, could look better with a little bit of work, but right now it's just ugly because I don't care. Maybe somebody else can see this, and you know, there's the wing nut that rests against the wood and stops, but obviously it's digging into the wood. So I'm going to have to take and put a metal tab of some sort or something in there to stop that wing nut from just spinning around as I snug down the handle on the other side. And maybe that'll give somebody an idea how they can go about setting up their living room keyboard.